This is my DIY build of a table saw and router table combination. Aluminum profiles chosen for this project are 4080 and 4040. Fasteners are these brackets, consisting on 4040, 4080, 8080. The objective is to achieve maximum rigidity, which in the fasteners used, it is an overkill. Nevertheless, I am not going to allow this table to flex. In cross bracings like this, I could have gotten away with just one bracket, but my intention is to overkill, and adding weight to the overall frame. Checking square in every joint helps prevent the errors from compounding further as the build continues. The project went slow, but every detail along the way received my full attention. The design is modular, I expect minor changes in the future. Should I get a new tool, I can adjust the frame by swapping out pieces. In my opinion, modular is as good as recycling. This aluminum is corrosion-free, easy to clean, easy to dismantle and reassemble. If it is made out of wood, and put together with wood glue and brad nails, I won't enjoy such benefits and flexibility. Sometimes, some joints simply need some convincing. This is one of the very possible scenarios. To ensure the project comes out square, a completely flat work surface is absolutely necessary. Having multiple clamping solutions during such a large build is important. Not every part comes together nicely as much as you like. And while you work on the joints, other parts may move. I solve these by clamping all of it down. What you are looking at underneath is another table being built. I am working on two projects at the same time, while waiting for more materials to arrive. You may check out my assembly workbench build videos in my channel. For this table, it is a table saw and router table combo. Due to the space constraint in my workshop, the design has to also contain some drawers for storage, and also a dust collection solution. This table must be mobile. The small workshop may pose different challenges in my layouts in future, and a mobile solution is necessary in my case. For the size of this small frame, I opted for 6 casters to carry the weight of the entire overall structure. I'm using the same casters as the assembly workbench. The fasteners for the casters are not all the same, depending on the accessibility of the V-slot. If I can no longer slot in from the sides of the profile, I will have to use a different option. I'm adding some more brackets here. This platform will have to hold the table saw, and everything else on top of the table saw. This is the frame structure. It is still a long way to go from here. There are plans to attach another portion to convert it into a sliding table saw. Subscribe to my channel if you want to know how I built it. This is the table saw that I am using. The top surface is not flat enough for me, and I cannot have my T-track solution with that, therefore I covered it up. Off camera, the base of the table saw was done. Now I am preparing the tabletop for installation. This top is made of colored MDF. 18mm thickness, exactly the same as my assembly workbench. It will entirely cover up the table saw. Now that the table saw is hidden, I will need to design a throat plate to access the saw for blade changes, and also for the riving knife to raise up. That will be in a later part of this series. Follow my builds to see how I did it. These are temporary stop blocks to assist in installation of the tabletop. The front side of the tabletop must be flushed with the entire table frame. Well, this is the fun part. The router lift sits at this spot. I only have one shot at this. It turned out perfect. Only thing is, the router lift and the router is too heavy, putting too much weight on the MDF, making it bend downwards. In my later videos, you will see me adding bracing underneath to hold the weight. My DIY daughter came over to help with the build, and you can see how much teamwork we have. This moment is the majestic moment that she has been waiting for. To insert the router lift into the table. She's going to try routing soon, for her artwork pieces.